Hey guys, this is Rob here again today. Today we got another mechanical mod to do today for review, and this mod did come from 88 Vapes, and it's called the Ebola. That's what they got on their website, but could be spyrax, the spyrax clone hybrid mod. Alright, so this basically is the spyrax hybrid clone tube mod, and here it is. I do have this in black. Now on 88 Vapes they call it the Ebola. Okay, but a lot of reviewers I have checked this out, and a lot of people they're saying this is the spyrax hybrid spyrax clone. Alright, so there it is. Now this one is in brass and black paint, black steel or stainless steel with a black coating finish on it. Okay, so, and it does once again have brass on bottom, brass on top, brass centerpiece, and this is a telescoping device, so you can run this 18350, 18500, or 18650, and it does have a nice locking ring. Now this mod does work real well. I really don't have any complaints on how it works, but I do have a little complaint on it, and we'll get up on that. That's on the hybrid part of this. Now I do have a build in this. I'm not going to take the build out, but we're going to check it up close and personal and see what it looks like even with the build in there. So this does have a nice little juice well, so it does hold quite a bit of juice, and you can get quite a few pulls off on it. So once again, this is a nice little mod. It just does have one little issue that we will show. So let's dive on down here on the table and we'll take a look at this bad boy. So alright guys, here is the Ebola or spyrax hybrid clone, up close and personal with it. Now this mod did come with its drip tip, nice little drip tip right there. I do believe that's a plastic or a Delrin. Alright, that is not glass from what I can tell. So it did come with this, and once again this is a telescoping device, and it does have a locking ring, which is, it is not reverse threaded. It's non-reverse threaded. Alright guys, so let's take this off. Let's pull it all to pieces. You got your drip tip, you got your top part of the hybrid part, loosen this up here, and then you have your hybrid part here, and then you have your telescoping. Now these do have nice smooth threads, as you can tell, not a bunch of squeaking or nothing like that. Now even on the tube really has no squeaking whatsoever, so that is real nice. I got a lot of tube mods, most of them are squeaky. This first one I've had is not really squeaky. Then we'll take the bottom here off. So there you go. So all together this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces to this thing. 7 pieces. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. So alright, now this mod is a lightweight little mod. Now you do have your battery venting, so you do have a hole down there on the bottom tube, or on the top tube, and you do have a hole on the bottom tube for battery venting. Nice little machining on this. You got your little design. Now that is engraved. That is not etched. That is an engraving. Alright, and then you got your nice little brass tube here. Once again, nice smooth threads. Now this mod did come to me nice and clean. It wasn't all dirty. And then here's your top piece. You do have adjustable airflow. Just turn this here, you do got your adjustable airflow. Now this mod, this is the one little issue I have with it, is it does not have, it only has one airflow slot right here, one airflow slot, and it's set up, you can set it up for dual coils, but it only has one airflow slot. Now I did realize, I did realize that this airflow hole might have been like this for a reason, but as you put it on, as you can tell, the airflow ring is way above the screws. It's way above the screws. We'll put it right there. See that? It's above the screws. Now I believe they did this because they only got one slot, and up above the rings you're going to get airflow to both coils. So I believe they did that so you can run dual coils and still get nice airflow above both coils instead of just hitting one coil. It's actually up above, and it's going to kind of cool down both coils. Now I believe that's the reason why they only have one, and the reason why the slot is higher than the screws, to kind of keep both coils nice and cool. I haven't had any issues with it. It does keep nice and cool on both. So as you can see on there, it does have Phillip head screws, and you can see that it does have a nice juice well right there. You can get quite a bit of juice in there. And let's see here. Now the holes are somewhat big. I believe you can get, I know I got a dirty screwdriver, but I believe you can get dual 26 gauge in them holes. I think I got 28 gauge coil build in here. I believe you can get dual 26 gauge. The holes are big enough, I believe, for that. You got a nice little O-ring right there, and the cap does sit on there nice and tight. It's nice and snug on there, which I like that. And you do have your silver contacts. Alright, so that's a good point on that. And then here's the bottom switch, and once again a non-reverse locking ring, and you do got your little design right here on the bottom. Now this is lightly part, so I believe this is kind of like an etching type style. It's not 100% engraved. It's not real deep. And then you got your little lines on here so you can grab a hold of it better. And then you got your nice little Delrin. This is not an O-ring. This is Delrin stopper for your battery. And then you got your silver post inside there, silver plated. And this is a nice little throw. And let's see if we take this off, see what the inside of this looks like. So let's take this pin out. As you can tell, that does just thread right down in there. Okay, and then we take this off. It does just have a spring. That's all there is to it. Nothing special, just your normal little spring. It's a nice long spring. So the bottom firing switch does work real well. I have not had any issues with the bottom firing switch. Nice and smooth, soft throw on this thing. I'm really pleased with the bottom switching mechanism on this. Okay, so alright guys, that's basically it. Let's go ahead and put this bad boy back together. Now this, I would assume you can make this anyway. Well, I wouldn't think you could do it this way. So yeah, you cannot do it that way. The tube does have to go in this way. I was thinking maybe you might be able to, but you cannot. So basically I line this up where you got the hole on top, the top of the battery. Then we will put the bottom on. Once again, nice smooth threads on this. Throw the battery on. Throw this on. Now on their website they do not say that this is silver plated or anything, so this actually could be like just regular steel or something on there. So I mean, it's nice and shiny. It looks a little bit like steel, but you do got your little insulator right here on the top. So, but on the website it does not say anything about silver plated contacts. You guys can look yourself. You've seen it. You know, it kind of looks like it, but it kind of looks like just regular steel contacts. So, okay guys, that's basically it. As you can tell, it's real nice. The switch, anywhere I hit this switch, it fires. Nice, easy, simple switch. So I have not had any problems. The only thing I had was the airflow here, but I believe it's higher than the screws, so that way it can keep both coils cool. So I kind of wish it did have one over here, then I would feel like the coils are getting cooler, in my opinion. But it does seem to keep them both nice and cool. I haven't had this get hot on me or anything like that, so I believe that's what reason why that is higher than the screws on the hybrid deck, so that way it can cool both coils. So okay guys, let's bring this back up to the top, vape on it a little bit more. So alright guys, that is the Ebola, or what some people call it, the spyrax. But like, once again, 880 Vapes calls this the Ebola mod, but it's actually, I believe it's a spyrax hybrid clone. That's what I believe it is. So let's take another little vape. Once again, it does hit nice. I have not had any issues with this device. The threads are nice and smooth. The firing switch is nice and soft throw. Hits every time. I do not know if it does not, on their website, does not say that they're silver plated contacts. They are nice and shiny, like silver is, but they kind of look a little bit like steel to me, stainless steel. So they could be stainless steel contacts. Or it could be like a chrome plated brass. Maybe it's a chrome plated brass. I'm not for sure. It doesn't actually say, once again, on their website. So alright guys, that is the Spyrax hybrid clone, and it's a nice little mod. If the little slot don't bother you, like I say, it doesn't really bother me. I believe that is there for airflow. It's above the screws, airflow to get to both coils. So alright guys, till next time.